Hey guys, today for some reason I thought it would be cool to draw like a 1700s uh portrait of a guy. I don't know, kind of on the nose, but I thought it would be interesting. And I thought I also would talk about some mental health stuff, I guess, just like a mixture of stuff. But yeah. Um let's see. I guess I'll start off by saying I've had a somewhat difficult time, I would say, so far. Only being 17, I haven't experienced that much stuff in life, but I've definitely been through some rough patches with not only just with myself, but family problems and stuff. And it's definitely been it's been a lot, but I'm still alive. That's something, but I've definitely have had somewhat tough time so far, but yeah, I don't know. I guess I wanted to make this video for Men's Mental Health Awareness Month. Kind of forgot to say anything about it or do anything about it, so it also ties in pretty good with this talk today. Second video. Uh, I think I'm probably gonna title it Art Therapy Talk. And yeah, I don't know. So it's gonna just be me trying to, talk about things that might be difficult. I'll try my best to not say too much stuff, but enough to where it's friendly enough to relate to maybe some of you out there. But and I'm still struggling, of course. I'm not I'm never not going to struggle because, then I wouldn't be living in real life, but I definitely still struggle, and that's what I worry about. That if I struggled this much now, it's gonna get worse once I turn 18 and become a legal adult. How much more is gonna be put on top of me? How much um more stressful can it get? But then I also like to think that maybe my life will get better once I'm an adult, because then I'll have more freedom to try more things, and I'll have permission to do certain things that I never had the chance to be, because being a kid, you're limited to a lot of stuff. So I'm hoping once I turn 18, I'll get permission to do more things and try new things, and I'll have better opportunities and stuff. That's like a big thing in my life. I think I've kind of wanted to always grow up faster than I would probably like now, but back then I thought being an adult would be the coolest thing because, I would have freedom to do whatever I wanted. And now that it's closer than it feels, and it's actually gonna be happening soon, I'm kind of doubting those feelings I once had as a kid. I'm still excited, of course, but definitely nervous because all you hear about from other adults is that adulthood sucks and it's just like torture from then on, and that doesn't feel encouraging at all. So I'm hoping, maybe since I've had such a tough time growing up, maybe if once I turn an adult, maybe it'll actually be better. I hope. I don't know. It'll be exciting, but also it'll be nerve-wracking, of course. But, nothing lasts forever. Nothing good or bad lasts forever, at least. So hopefully some good stuff happens. It's just felt like every year since 2020 has just been crap. 2020 was the worst, but each year trying to build back from what happened in 2020 feels like super difficult. And it feels like life simply just is not the same as it once was before. 10 years ago, 2016, that was probably one of the best years of the 2010s for, not only me, but pretty much everybody. At least kids growing up in the 2010s. But yeah, I just think 2020 kind of marked a new age. I guess it makes sense because 100 years ago, 2020s were actually a good time. But then, right after, once towards the end of the 20s, the Depression hit and everything. So I guess it makes sense, kind of, why we would get, I guess, the Depression of the 2020s. Even though the Depression didn't hit until the 30s. But you know what I mean. Or at least I hope you know what I mean. Yeah, I don't know. These videos are gonna be like rants / therapy. I don't know. I just thought it would be an interesting idea to draw and then talk about stuff. I thought it would help me, and maybe it'll help you. I don't know. Hopefully, I can build up something here. But yeah, anyways, I thought it would be interesting to just draw random guy from the 1700s or something, because I don't know, that was the idea I got today. I was thinking all day about making this video, following up the first video and trying to do a little bit better. I'll be editing a little bit more and I'll try my best to give you guys something good. I just started, so I'm gonna try and focus more on this account. But oh yeah, I remember. I I stopped drawing for a minute to go get coffee, so that's why it looks like the video's paused. But anyways, just thought I would talk a little bit about, some stuff I've dealt with, and I also wanted to spread awareness, I guess. No matter how bad it gets, don't give up. And I know that sounds cliche and whatever, but I know I don't want to give up. Even though sometimes it feels like the odds are stacked against me really bad, I still want to set out to try, at least. I know I'll probably fail a bunch of times, but I just want to at least try my best. I think that's the most important thing of life, trying your best. I'm not saying set out to force yourself to do everything at once, but try not to be so hard on yourself. I'm super hard on myself all the time, and I am trying to do better at that, and it's going to take time. And as I age, our views will change, our opinions will change, our interests will change, hobbies will change, and that's just normal. But I just wanted to come on here and say to not give up, to keep going, to keep living life and doing your best wherever you are. If you're working, if you're in school, do your best, you know. If you have dreams, don't give up on your dreams. Just keep moving forward, keep trying, keep changing things and trying new things. I know that eventually it'll all pay off. But, you know, what do I know? I'm only 17. I'm still trying to figure this stuff out too. But sometimes it just feels like every day is just, it's a really big struggle just to live each day. Because it feels like I'm trapped. I won't lie to you. I feel trapped sometimes. You know, I'm a high school kid, and, you know, for all my life, all I've known is going to school and then, you know, being off for the summer. And that's all I know. So that's also why I'm a little nervous about adulthood. You know, because it's going to be a big shift from this sort of routine that we all get put on for multiple years, for more than a decade. And if you choose to go to college, I mean, that's a little bit of a safety net, I guess, but, you know, then you have to pay for all the student loans, and I'm also at my own throat about that, too. Whether I should go to college and try and pursue more, better my skills, and, you know, have more opportunities, or if I should just take my chances and get straight to doing something right out of high school. It's there's so many different things I could talk to you about. Unfortunately, I'm really fast at drawing, so the video isn't that long. Someday I'll probably try and make maybe a 30-minute to an hour long video, but trying my best. I just started, and I'm gonna keep moving with this channel, keep trying to do the same types of videos. Hopefully I'll see some growth. But most of all, I just wanted to express myself using this channel and just take some time out of my day to draw a little bit, and also share my drawings with you, and also share my voice. So hopefully I can touch somebody out there, relate to somebody. Touch, that sounded weird. I'm sorry about that. That was a little odd, I admit. Relate to somebody, I'll say that. But I just thought this was a good thing for me. I don't care. I mean, of course I want the channel to grow, but I want even more so to try and reach people. relate to people and, offer a safe space for people to maybe sit down and draw with me. Well, listen to me talk about random stuff. I don't care. It's for me and it's for you too. Whoever wants to see this. But I just wanted to say that I appreciate you, and I appreciate whoever watches this. And I hope that this video brought some sort of peace. And I hope you liked the video. I wanted to put a quick time lapse of the whole drawing at the end, so that it's, I don't know. I thought it'd be cool to add a quick little time lapse of the video. So I hope you have a good day, and I'll see you in the next one. I appreciate you.